Hey everybody, I'm RhinoMonsterGC. This is EA Sports PGA Tour 2023 Road to the Frickin' Masters, and we're doing career mode again. We're back. Career mode, our handsome golfer is on the screen. We are in week 17 of this 32-week incursion, journey, whatever you want to call it. We came off a win. We won the last one, I believe. Yes, so we are in the new... I think this is pronounced Tiburon Championship. I'm probably butchering it. My apologies. But Pebble Beach Golf Links, Pebble Beach, California. 4 rounds. We're going to play all 4 rounds so you can see all 18 holes of the joyous fun that we're going to do going through, and hopefully we'll win. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for liking. Thank you very much for leaving a comment, and thank you very much for subscribing. You guys are awesome. So let's get into this. Let's start round 1 of this championship, and let's see how we fare on this course.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the historic Pebble Beach Golf Links, live first-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. What might we have in store for us over the course of these next 4 days? We've got big names, we've got dark horses, we've got it all as we look at the leaderboard on this Thursday. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago.
All right, so it wants me to do a 3-wood. And we're hitting into the wind too. All right. Not bad at all.
And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
Well, he's looking at 108 yards to the front, 118 to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
And that is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff.
Not bad. Not bad save. Not that the camera angle would let us see it, but not bad.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at even par.
-5 is the magic number.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Well, Frank, we're back here at Pebble Beach for the second time this year. Now it's the Tiburon Championship. And listen, this is a tournament folks want to win. There's no doubt about that. But I think also most of our golfers have one eye on next week, and that is the PGA Championship. What do you think?
No doubt about that, Rich. But this is more than a tune-up. We know that because it is Pebble Beach. This is America's St. Andrews. So anytime there's a chance, not just to play, but play a tournament at Pebble Beach, most people are coming.
Oh, and sand. Never fails.
Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that green side bunker, but that is very doable.
We're out. We're in.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Oh,
Right
no.
by the hole. The longer
no.
putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting.
Oh, that stung.
That finished
That
off
was a
for
stinger.
par here with the second, and he'll stay at level par. This is a pretty hole, the third, 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left, and you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in, or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie.
All right, place your bets in the comments. Am I going in the sand or not? Oh, man. All right, let's see if we can curve it around here. Oh, it would have been nice if we hit that thing and bounce back in.
Well, just off the fairway, here's Noda.
He's got 95 yards to the front, 104 to the flat stick. Pin is on the front left part of the green.
Oops. What I wanted to do. Let's try it there.
Right at it with the sand wedge, coming in just over the pin.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
This is a 13-footer. That is well
Birdie.
judged, straight into the cup. It's a birdie here at number 3. Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you refer to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right, because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. This one looks right on point. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. 8-foot putt here. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Frank, here we are, another good scoring opportunity, the dramatic par 5/6.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
And that one not straight enough. It's going to work its way into the bunker. Getting out more important than distance here as he readies his second. I think the reaction tells the story there. Not a good shot at all. What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And he's going to move to 4 under par. Just 1 shot off the top spot. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. Okay, that one's dancing. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And it's an inviting one, ever so slightly up the hill with just a hint of movement from left to right.
Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain at 4 under. Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll remain right where he is. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 ninth. Ocean all down the right and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. Oh, yeah, that is a beauty. Is that going to get the slope? Yes, it will. Check this out. Woo, that's going to keep right on going. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the ninth, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
That one is really long, Frank. He miscalculated there.
Well, there has to be something. I mean, from where he was, it's just an aberration. Seriously, that little green patch down the end there with a flag in it, that's where you're meant to go. Not like sailing over yonder.
That's well done right there. A good save for par at the ninth. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par. Start of the inward half and another big and bold par 4, Frank, with the Ocean yet again running the entire length of that right side.
Yeah, you call it the Ocean, I call it the world's largest water hazard, but look again on the other side of the fairway and you'll see those 3 bunkers. Needless to say, they have to be avoided. But you do actually have to hit your tee shot just inside those because, once again, you've got a fairway that tilts left to right.
This started toward the left side. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Now Noda his second from the fairway.
A 117 left to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
This one should work sharply to his right. It's for birdie.
Yeah, just didn't play enough break there and it comes up short.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is. Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot now to this 11th hole, Frank. It's a short one, but it's also uphill. So what's the key here?
Well, because it's uphill and that green tilts back at you so much, you can't afford to hit a shot that spins too much, and you cannot afford to be short. Now, just remember, these greens are small. This one is only 24 yards deep, so anything in the middle of the green, and you can't really have a putt more than 20 feet. So that's the target. That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Oh dear, that looks thick in there.
Just because it's a short shot does not mean it's easy. Ball sitting in the rough, you know you've got to get the loft on it, can't get too much grass, and if you don't, that's what happens.
Oh, that's how you salvage a hole. Things were going a little sideways, right? But boom, in the hole from off the green, and that is a welcome par. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
We've got 1-3-2 left to the flag today. Pin front left so he can take dead aim.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This one should cut pretty hard to his left. It's for birdie. plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move to within a shot of the lead at 5 under par. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate 3-shot par 5s left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want. Chance now for another birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And he's going to move into the top spot here in this opening round. The leader by 1.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. So at the 15th, he'll be tested after that approach shot with some 30 feet on this putt. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And the lead moves to 2 now with 3 holes to play here on day 1. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with the 16th, It's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that in for a bogey at 16. And the lead is going to drop down to a single shot.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a 1-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland hit a chip it on this green and made 3.
Well, Ionis had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
Oh, you talk about electrifying this crowd. How about that one? A bomb for birdie at 17. And he's going to open up a 2-shot lead here with 1 hole remaining in his opening round. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5, Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with. This one working up the right side. Well, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Now this for another birdie. Yeah, that's how to end it. Back-to-back birdies at 17 and 18. So for the golfer we watched today, Frank, all smiles after the round, a leader by 2.
You're not going to win on the first day, Rich, but that's a great start, and it will be interesting to see if they can go the whole way.
So that should just about do it. For all of us at EA Sports, thanks for spending some time with us on the road to the Masters.
Man, again, what a round. Look at all those birdies on that screen. One little bogey. That's okay. We'll fix that in the next round. Excellent round. -8. We're rocking it. We got 3 more rounds to go. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that other fun stuff that we ask you to do. Tune in. See you guys in the next round.